This is the leg press, trying to emphasize hip extension here. Obviously we're going to get some knee extension as well. Charlie's really focusing on trying to use the glutes, hamstrings, everything he can to push the thighs down to the ground. Get about 450 pounds on there, but he's also got the straps on there, which is going to make it a greater challenge all the way through the range, all the way to the full extension of the knee. So last video we did this exercise where Charlie was focusing on crunching, getting his motion from the spinal flexion and into extension, opening up the chest. Now we're using the same machine for hip extension instead of just spinal flexion. We've actually increased the weight by over 150 pounds. Changed his position, starting position, so he's starting a little further back into extension, creating more resistance all the way through. And he's really focusing on keeping his back, spine neutral, keeping his back straight, getting all the motion from his hips. He's digging into his heels, pulling his heels down. He's kind of almost get a little hip extension isometrically through the foot plate, and then he's just really engaging the glutes hard, pushing back into extension. So now we're working on hip flexion. So Charlie's doing everything he can to keep his spine kind of neutral, just stay in the same position of flexion, extension of the spine, get all the motion from the hip. And right now he's just going down to that pad. You can adjust the height of that. It's whatever you can find if somebody can't go down that far, but Charlie's capable of going all the way down. So now he's going to really focus on kind of thinking about the belly button going up to the ceiling, trying to get all hip flexion, and that can get real challenging. Some people obviously will have to progress towards this, but when you really engage the muscles there, you'd be surprised how many people can handle this if progressed appropriately. Now we're focusing on hip adduction. Trying to work on all the groin muscles as well as hamstrings, as well as several other muscles that are. This motion is extremely important, and I think a lot of weightlifting, it's kind of neglected. Tend to sometimes, for whatever reason, guys don't want to do this machine, don't think it's all that important, but I also see a ton of groin strains, all the hamstring pulls in football, lots of other sports, and just in life. So keeping this strong is extremely important, and also for protecting your back. These muscles are just extremely important. Now we're focusing on hip abduction, so pushing out, using all the abductors such as the gluteus medius, maximus, minimus, as well as piriformis, and quite a few other muscles that are going to be helping with that. So those are some of the main ones, and those muscles help support so much of the pelvis and just help support the low back, and also help a great deal with just keeping your legs strong. So here we're working on, first Charlie's curling from his spine, trying to just work on some spinal extension, and now he's going to go into the hip extension. So now keep your back straight, Charlie, get it all from the glutes. And obviously you can add some levels of resistance. You can use some bands or some weights to try and make this more challenging. For majority of people, just using gravity is going to be a big help, be enough of a force. And also you can adjust, most of these come with adjustments. The higher up you put it, the more vertical, the easier it's going to be. The lower down, the more stress you're going to put on the glutes and the back, and it can make it more challenging by making it more horizontal.